What's up, everybody? Welcome to yet another World Cup preview. I'm your host, the big man on campus here for SPR Sports Picks and SPRforum.com. Taking a look today, Group E in the up-and-coming World Cup. Serbia, Costa Rica, Brazil, and who is the other team? Switzerland. There we go. Why did I forget? Switzerland, Serbia, Brazil, and Serbia here. Costa Rica as well. I'm all over the place with this group. Group B. It's an interesting group because you look up top, obviously, with Brazil. And look, no one's going to beat Brazil. Okay. They're another lock to win this group. I think anything other than 9 points would be a massive disappointment for Brazil. Some questions and concerns. I mean, no Dani Alves, which is a big loss in defense. He's out with an injury. Douglas Costa has been a little hobbled lately, Fred as well, but I think they'll get the Knicks fixed up and be ready to go. Look, I mean, Brazil is honestly my pick to win the whole tournament. I think they'll be there. I took them at 5-1 already to win this tournament. I think there's so much, so much on their, kind of chips on their shoulders, after that pathetic performance back in the last World Cup and, losing 7-1 and just kind of the shame that comes with that. I think there's a lot to prove with this team. I mean, you look in the defense, I mean, the pairing of Thiago Silva and Miranda, obviously Marcelo, more in the midfield, Danilo, who's kind of an up-and-comer from Manchester City. You look in the midfield with Casemiro and Coutinho and Fred and Willian, Fernandinho. I mean, just a sick side. And we didn't even get to the forwards. Gabriel Jesus, Firmino, one of the greatest players in the world, and Neymar, who, I mean, it's just a sick side. Their goalie, Alisson, who's been fantastic. He beat out Ederson for the goalkeeper. You could beat out Ederson, who had a pretty good season at City. What an impressive team. And we even left out David Luiz, who's kind of just getting a bit older. But look, there shouldn't be any reason they don't win this group. I'd be quite surprised if they don't. They should be able to get 9 points, and they should be able to get them fairly easily. Big question is who's going to get second. And Switzerland, Serbia, and Costa Rica are all very interesting. The Costa Ricans obviously have off of the great 2014 World Cup, very experienced side. I mean, you look at kind of how long these guys have been around. I mean, so many great players, so many longtime players. You look at the team here. I mean, with Joel Campbell and Brian Ruiz and obviously Keylor Navas, an experienced group. The question is, are they good enough? Can they score enough goals? That's my concern for them. But to me, I'm going to go with Serbia to win this group. I'm all over the Serbians. You look at this team, I mean, they're really solid. I mean, up and down. Mitrovic has been stunning at Fulham as their striker. He'll come in here with obviously a lot to prove, one of these young players. Obviously, Nemanja Matic from Manchester United, who is one of Europe's best defensive midfielders. I think they're a team to look out for. Very defensively sound side with Kolarov, Ivanovic in defense. I mentioned Matic in the middle, Tadic and Mitrovic up front. This Serbian team's worth the price of admission. They can really defend. And again, in a group with no real weak side, you're going to have to defend really hard. For me, I think Serbia is going to finish number 2 here in this group. And I like them to qualify. I think it's a plus 200. I really like that. Switzerland, I think a lot of people will obviously remember, and you look at this team: Jan Sommer, a good goalkeeper, and Lichtsteiner and Rodriguez in the defense. You look at midfield with some of the Albanians: Xhaka, Behrami, Gemali, Shaqiri, all very good in the midfield. Up front, Mbolo and Drimic. But the problem with Switzerland is another very good defensive side, but where are the goals going to come from? You look at the Group D, we talked about a lot of goals. You expect Group E to not have a ton of goals other than Brazil. Costa Rica, Switzerland, and Serbia, all very good defensive sides. So I'd expect not a ton of goals in this group really outside of the Brazilians. As far as this group is concerned, Brazil will finish 1. Serbia, to me, will finish 2. I'll go Switzerland 3 and Costa Rica 4. But I'll tell you, 2 to 4, obviously solid. It'll be interesting to see how it all finishes out. But for me, as far as a group forecast, I think a decent play would be Brazil 1, Serbia 2. Would be something that I would look at here. You can get that at plus 225. So, Brazil's a lock. I'm high on Serbia. I like them to get through here. I'm going to rock with that. And that forecast here in Group E should be fun. I'd expect a lot of low-scoring games here. Everyone have a great day. As always, like and comment. Let me know what you think in the chat below. Also, take a look at all the other videos that I put out as I go through all the different groups here as the 2018 World Cup gets going in Russia in under a week.